Good morning. What does it take to get your message across properly? How do you convey to your family, to your kids, and to your team what you need done in order to make life run a little more smooth, in order to make your operations and your processes run a little more smooth? Well, first off, you got to keep it simple. We talked about that last time. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Very important to keep your message very simple and pointed so everybody can truly understand exactly what it is that you're wanting. Next, you have to make sure you are being very consistent, right? Now, I understand that if you're in a small business or something, you have to be able to be dynamic. You have to move quickly. You have to be able to make adjustments, but you also have to be consistent in your message. You have to also repeat your message over and over and over again. So just like trying to teach the kids how to turn off their bedroom light, we have to constantly say, hey, turn off your light. Hey, turn off your light. Hey, do this. Hey, try this. Hey, do this. Hey, make sure you get your clothes set out for the night before for your next school day. You have to be consistent. You have to be repetitive and say it over and over and over again. And before you know it, this becomes a habit. And once they start doing these things that you've asked them consistently and consecutively to do, then you have to praise them. So whenever the kids do lay out their clothes the night before, we say, hey, baby girl, good job. I'm so proud of you for taking the initiative to take care of these things. Or, hey, whenever they put their dishes in the sink after eating, you have to acknowledge the fact that they've just done what you've asked them to do over and over and over again. The same thing with our teams. Whenever we need to make sure that we are acknowledging the fact that people are paying attention to our desires and to our processes and to our conversation and to our communication. So we want to make sure that we're rewarding. And what we talk to the kids all often about is, hey, now just because we stop talking about putting your dishes in the dishwasher or putting your dishes in the sink doesn't mean that it goes away. We're just adding new challenges on because you've done such a great job doing this. Now we can introduce something else. So again, we're keeping it simple. We're not overcomplicating things. We're not adding too many things at one time. We're consistently adding a few things here and there. Once they get the process and system down, we want to make sure we're introducing more. But again, we have to make sure that we reiterate the fact that just because we're not talking about this every day, and just because it's not right in front of us, doesn't mean this goes away. This is another part of it. Has to be consistently, continuously happen. But we are going to introduce new things. Same thing's going on with our puppy as we're trying to consistently teach him to come or to sit or to go outside or to not to love bite or do all these things. We're consistently talking over and over again. We're not introducing too many things at once. We're introducing a little bit here. And then once it gets that one down, then we introduce a little bit more. The same thing goes on with your company or team. You don't want to just puke a bunch of information at people because they're going to freak out and there's too many things to try to realize. You want to introduce a little bit at a time, and you want to consistently talk about those little bits at a time, and you want to be very consecutive with our message, or consistent with our message, and we have to repeat it over and over and over again until we get the desired results that we're looking for. So that's something we're thinking a lot about right now is consistency, repetitiveness, and just making sure that our message is properly getting out there without being overcomplicated or without challenging or throwing too much at one time. So try to be consistent, very important. Make sure we're being repetitive. We say the same things over and over and over again. And we want to make sure we're keeping it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overcomplicate things because that's just going to make even more of a challenge. So let's see how that does. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you're consistently pushing your message out and what that message is. And maybe we can all learn from each other. I look forward to that opportunity. Have a wonderful day.